the Cass and Stogie, I really had no idea. It's like, what the...
You didn't watch the Hip Hop Awards? I guess not.
Wait.
I guess not.
What keeps me going, personally?
Both of you.
Both of us. I just want to be flying niggas, bro.
We're old now.
Yeah, y'all old, but like the youngins just don't know how to host. You know what I mean? Like the bros that should be hosting these rages they don't know how.
Hey, who see my money? Orkan Gronkers call me, you see my money. Or you see my main. I need a Lambo, not a what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gronkers, won't get my phone I mean. Struckard, get a phone I mean. Look down on me. Showing boobies for cash, I swear to God, cold that a baby trap. Feel like Kenny, I'm a boogie man. Too clutch, I'm a busy man.
It's good to have you guys here, man. Like we said, we're celebrating 15 years of Zkhiphani, and I think just to start it off, I mean, everybody has been exposed to what Zkhiphani has done. If we could just start with our favorite Zkhiphani moments from each of us, yeah? Party, start with you.
I don't have to mean because I'm not that old, but I do remember. I do remember finding a physical cover of the DJ thing that they did with Dimples, Speedster. I think Capital was on it. I don't know.
Capital.
Yeah, I remember finding that and I was like, yo, it would be so cool to be a part of this or to be on Zkhiphani as a cover. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but that's like my last memory of the first time. I was like, ooh, Zkhiphani, what's going on?
But look at
Other
you
than
now.
that, it was just like literally my sister telling me or schooling me about what was happening. But I don't have like a real Zkhiphani experience, and that's being honest.
Oh, you
But
have
look at
one
you
now.
This is your experience
This
now.
is your first Zkhiphani experience, I guess.
Alala.
Benji, you?
I mean, with me, I just always remember seeing on YouTube, always seeing, you know, the interviews, the live at events, things. And on my side, I always wanted to, you know, do something with Zkhiphani. And I think, I'm trying to think of an exact moment, you know what I mean? But I think the exact moment where I knew I wanted to do more is when I saw them promoting what we're doing. When they promoted Street Fest, when they promoted the kids, I'm like, alright, you know, they tapped in. So since that moment, I'm like, I want to further the relationship, and here we are today. That's what's crazy.
Fire. Fargo.
I mean, I can't say much, but like, I think the biggest one has to be the Ricky cover, because it's hip hop, bro. Like, we all come from like SA hip hop, and like, it's grown to the culture that we are making and creating today. So to be here, it's actually like a dope pedestal to be on. So yeah.
I won't lie, my favorite, I'm just going to throw it out there. My favorite is the Black Coffee Slap. That was my favorite moment.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they really caught that, man. My favorite is the watermark. Make sure nobody steal their
Nobody
pictures.
steal it, yeah.
Skip on.
But it's the same for me. Just like being at a party, hoping like, yo, is that a Zkhiphani camera? You know, you want to appear on the website on Monday with the watermark.
Yeah, you always look for Ali.
Always
You always
there.
look for Ali.
Yeah,
Digging on Facebook for your pictures.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Went through
yeah.
the album, weekend of April 2nd.
That's the title.
Shout out to ID.
Shout out to all of them, man. Shout out to all of them, man. Zkhiphani, man. And now you guys are coming through as collaborators, and which is something super amazing, you know. Now, Party, what can we expect in terms of what you're bringing in terms of your curation as Playroom as well, man?
I think what I tried to do was to try keep especially the lineup, as authentic as possible to a different market, because Zkhiphani has like an older general market. So if I was trying to come with the energy, I would try fit the mainstream thing with a little bit of new style. But because of the time thing, I did the new thing via DJs, where if you look at the lineup, the DJs like Gant or Nahledi are people that people haven't really heard of or seen. And I'm really excited for their sets because I think they're going to be like something special. So, yeah.
Nice.
What you're going to expect is like a blowout of new experiences.
Oh, fire.
That's fire.
This man said Nahledi. I've always been saying, nah.
I always say Nahledi. I don't even know what's going on there. Nahledi, Naledi.
It's Naledi. I think I've yelled
You
at
think it's
her.
Naledi?
Yeah. Naledi, yeah.
I always say Nahledi, even to her, and
Does
she's
she
like,
respond?
I always read it as nah, lady. And now you bringing through like the underground vibes, and you also, yo man, I think you're doing also something quite different with the open mic vibes as well. So I think not letting too much out. What can we expect there, and why did you take it that route?
I'll be honest, when I came to the meeting, I thought that it would be all for Street Fest, and they said they want an underground, a new wave feel with my curation. So I explained all my event properties, and they felt like underground matched the best. And that was really dope because I've been hosting underground this year every month. So from the start of the year till now, we've hosted every month, and now this is the last month, and we're ending it with this collab, which is amazing. And it's underground 18, so we've hosted 18 now. Yeah.
Of legal age now.
Yeah, it's of legal age. Now we can sell drinks there.
Yeah. It can enjoy a motel now.
Yeah, exactly. Now the brands can come, hopefully. Now I've played, like with underground, it's been every month, and what we do there's an open mic, there's a beat battle. So the beat battle is where producers play their beats and compete with each other. The open mic is where everyone performs, they get their slot time. They get to perform in front of a new audience, and whoever kills it wins. And at Underground, we always give away a pair of kicks, studio sessions, things like that as the prizes. So this time around, there's going to be crazier prizes. We're partnering up, obviously. We have the Underground stage, and there'll be beat battles, there'll be open mics, and we'll have the actual Underground show, which always happens. But this time, the lineup is Kindly Nash, Baby Days, Patrick Lee. We got Scummy, Bello Salo, and myself on the decks. So they'll all flow throughout my DJ set, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So real underground shit, if I can say, real underground things, you feel me?
You already saw it, so yeah. Well,
Fargo, come on, man. You coming through with the fresh vibes?
We coming through with the vibes. Though,
yeah.
Like, fly vibes all the time. I mean, what's music without clothes, bro? Like, that's just culture on its own. So it's like, also Happyville coming into the mix of it is just giving a whole experience. And Friends of the Ville just is like an experience of a shopping experience. So whereby you don't just come through and just shop. You get to meet people, network, and now look at us tapping into another market, which is hip-hop rappers, which is performers, all of that. So I just think it's just a cherry on top, just to give more expansion into what we're all doing and what Zkhiphani is giving us. Yeah.
Dope, man. And then when I party, I know Playroom has uncovered a lot of talent. I mean, he mentioned Blue Papi and a couple of members from the Dwellers, and you were quite pivotal in them sort of coming together. Are you also like on a hunt for talent with this one?
Look, like the talent thing is a bit tricky, especially with the structures that I've had. Every time that I had to have like a Rising Star competition, I'd had to learn as I go, And I'm fortunate that even from the first one that we had in 2022, where LA Farai won the competition, it was real raw talent, bro. And because of what I care for, my past experience coming into this industry as a kid, I've always put them first. Like I would like not eat and like make sure LA comes from the Val to Joburg, so we can have a studio session with Zuchi and 25.
Shout out.
And then 2 years later, he's on the album, and like that's the most spoken about verse in the entire album. So it's been very hard to navigate the whole thing, have a real structure where I can gain support from different brands, so I don't have to stress about my own pocket. So yeah, even with the Dwellers situation, our biggest Playroom success stories would be Blue Papi, La Cabra, and Lo-Fi, where La Cabra won the competition, Blue Papi was runner-up, and Lo-Fi was third. And when you look at it now, Lo-Fi is probably the best Dweller, in my opinion. Just because of the work rate or whatever, everyone will be hyped up for Blue Papi or whatever. He's nice as hell. But we also, with my team that I had, we also tried to teach these kids of how to move in the industry, what to look out for, what to care about, how to build their brand images and whatever. And it's just so, it's not easy to do it independently, but I think the next Rising Star competition is going to be in 2025 March, which is going to be exciting. It's going to be bigger. But I don't know if we'll have the same results. But I do it anyway because I care about it. It's close to my heart.
Nice, man. And
Wells
Fargo, thingy. I know you say you're bringing the vibes and the party element, but there's also something quite special that you guys are doing, Happyville with Zkhiphani. What's the vibe there with the collab?
That vibe is actually like too immaculate. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a great step. Also, like a whole magazine coming through and saying like, "Yo, let's do merch," and the whole process has been like very, very like meticulous. But at the same time, it's like we're trying to merge two worlds into one. And I think that's what we strive in with Happyville. It's like if somebody comes through and says, "Yo, we want to do this. We want to make an item that's worth," and that gives your story, that comes from our story. Do you understand? So I think with this collab, it's fly, bro.
Yeah.
It's fly,
Man,
bro.
it's
Without giving away too much.
Like,
Yeah.
it's fly, bro.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think you can give the greatest shout out of all time, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to my moms.
Yo, shut up.
All right, we're going to take a brief intermission and then we're going to come through with a second session with a fire conversation, yeah? Got you in the middle, Kito in the middle. Pause. How you doing, Frank?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Ah, man. Can't complain, man. You know, we over here, Zkhiphani, celebrating 15 years, yo. I mean, and you, how you feeling? With the 15?
Alive. I feel, I don't know, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So happy we will put a Happyville bean on you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Happyville.
Yeah,
Fly things only. You know, like we said, it's Zkhiphani 15, and you know, this session is also brought to you by the great people at Zkhiphani as well as Martel, you know. You see the vibes, you know, the blue. Come on, baby. We over here, man. Over here. Yeah, only premium things here. Come on, nothing half-hearted. Fif Laaa,
Yes.
I mean, you're definitely gonna be rocking at the celebration, you know.
Correct.
And you always curate some sort of a crazy vibe. You always stick to dope themes and also take people through a journey. You either put people on or you take them on a nostalgic trip that they don't even expect, you know? What's the vibes that you're going to be bringing through this time around?
I think this time around, I'm definitely going to be putting people on, considering the time that I'm playing. So it's going to be an early afternoon set, very wholesome. I wanted it to be for the girlies, so like on your Cleo Soul vibe.
Go girl.
I think I need to give the girlies that on a wholesome Sunday, so they can expect a lot of alternative R&B. I'm actually not gonna do like the whole hip hop and you guys rapping along. Like
this
you
nigga hates
usually do. Yeah, so it's gonna be for the girlies. I've just
Sundays
decided
are
to
for
dedicate.
lovers.
Yeah, that vibe.
Oh, okay.
I'm manifesting for myself as well through the music.
Yeah. Marvelous. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
I actually liked your question in the first session on the memories of the best like Zkhiphani memories that you have.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
I have one. I had a Zkhiphani picture, like a throwback, and
Lucky
I can't
you.
find it anywhere. I went through Facebook.
You had the watermark on you.
Yes.
Lucky you.
Yes, and I just
That
can't
was up.
find it. And I was so young, and I don't know if it was at the Schoolboy concert that
Definitely
happened.
was the X joint. I
It
remember
was
that.
It was there, and I can't find it. But I remember that was the first time I spoke to Zkhiphani. I wasn't even in the scene like that. I was like 21, lost, confused, and I just wanted to see my favorite rapper live. But yeah, I have a picture from then. I'm still on the search for that image. If anyone sees it, please tag me. Send it to me.
Make it happen. Zkhiphani, make it happen. Ali,
Please,
I know you got
I
archives.
beg.
Yeah, they have it in the servers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank, any memories of Zkhiphani?
There's just so many, you know, that I don't remember, to be honest. I mean, the interviews, actually. Yeah, you know, I'd be lying if I said I remember. But all I remember is that Zkhiphani has always been there. One of the first few in the space before the camera quality even became good, you know. We're just grinding and pushing it out together. And yeah, man, you know, we're just happy to be here. 15 years, it's good. Come a long way as an industry. So, yeah, I mean, the memory is cheers to Zkhiphani. You know, you should be proud that you're still here and we still need to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like what Mkhetho was saying, you know, you've taken that break as well. And in terms of all of the learnings that you had in that time, on all of the reflection that you had, what sort of new energy has it given you coming into the space that you are in right now?
I think patience. People expect things to happen overnight. I know when you're young, obviously we want things to happen, but things do take time. Even music doesn't blow up overnight. You know, when people see you and see you have this established commercial success or song, whatever, hits and stuff like that, they think it just came up overnight, and it doesn't. It actually takes time. You build it to get there, and you work it from then on. So patience is one of the things that I've learned over the years. And yeah, I'd say patience is a big part of the game that I've learned, just to watch as well, you know, not to be too I also don't like to say too much on what people are doing, because maybe we may not understand it at the time. Maybe it's gonna hit us later. So just relax.
Yeah, I like the patience thing. Were you also patient in terms of also spending money as well? Because it looks like you weren't really blowing money, because you came out still looking like money.
Yeah.
You came out because the money was still there. It was just being spent patiently. And even when you're coming out, you still look like money. How'd you get that right, man?
I don't know. It's not easy, you know. There's
200 per week.
yeah, I mean there's no script, to be honest, you know, and it's trial and error, I think, you know. There's perceptions, people have ideas of how it should be or what it's like, you know, but at the end of the day, we learning, man, you know. All of our stories are similar. It's rags to riches, or at least attempt, you know. And no one actually teaches you. You can get advice, and even accountants don't know how to use money properly, you know. They just know how to count it, and you know, but preserving money and growing money is a whole different game. You know?
That's a bar, man.
Yeah.
Preserving money and growing money, two different things, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've known you for a bit in sense of like the industry that we're both in, and it looks like now you're popping, and I just want to ask, why do you still feel the need to keep the 9 to 5?
Yay.
Oh, sorry, I'm putting your
Making
business
me
out.
look deep within.
Salitaba.
Hey.
Sorry, void.
It's a very good question. And I mean, you and I also, I think around the time I met you, I was still in advertising. Then I took a long break.
Next door.
Then I took time off to build my DJ career. I was scared, but it was worth it. And I used a lot of my Provident fund to fund the DJ.
Two-pot system.
Don't do that.
Shout out to the
No, I'm saying,
two-pot.
when
Shout
I
out to the
left,
two-pot.
guys, do not promote.
Don't do that. This is what Frank was talking about.
Yeah.
Preserving
Preserving
funds.
money.
Yeah, exactly. And I decided to go back to the 9 to 5 hustle because I actually wanted to learn more about the music business. That's why I work for a record label now.
Oh, you pivoted.
So I shifted industries. I was like, advertising, there's nothing left for me to learn or to achieve in advertising. And I just decided to actually just incorporate myself in a space where I can just learn a little bit more about what it is I'm interested in, right? And I just wanted to create a whole like ecosystem where everything I do is music. So radio, I've got a specialist show. Then I'm a DJ. Then also during the day when I'm not doing anything, I'm helping other artists with their careers. It's just, that's what I got into it for. And that's why I went back and I'm sacrificing like 8 hours of my day from Monday to Friday to do. So it's a sacrifice. I mean, I don't have to do it. But I do it because I love it.
Oh, wonderful stuff, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question, Frank. 2-part question. But before that, I want to tell you guys a little story. So at the listening, I'm sure you guys have listened to Frank Casino's album. There's a song there with Stogie T and Casper. And then at the listening, this nigga literally said, I didn't know they had beef. They're like, how did you get them on a song? I didn't know they had beef. So I want to know how you handle that. And also, to me, that gives me some sort of like you were in a recluse state while you were away. Because for you to not be aware of that, you know, what were you doing in that time? And then how did you mend that situation for them to both agree?
I think, to be honest, I really don't pay attention to the drama in the space. I mean, the one that's loud enough will hear it, but that's not where my interests lie. You know, so even with the the Cass and Stogie, I really had no idea. I was like, what the...
You didn't watch the Hip Hop Awards? I guess not.
Wait.
I guess not.
I might have, actually. I might have. But I mean, time has went by. That was the last thing on my mind, that these guys actually have a problem with each other. I actually sent the song first to Stogie. Stogie did his thing, obviously, as we've heard. And then I sent the song to Cass afterwards. He didn't say anything to me to say, you know...
With the Stogie verse on it.
Yeah, with the Stogie verse on it. He didn't say anything at all. He just said, oh, okay, cool. Sent back his verse. And then when I found out, it's when Stogie actually texted me, like, yo, you got me and this guy on the joint. I'm like, which guy? You know? He's like, yo, Cass, you know? I'm like, oh, you know, I'm wondering how.
Hey, you're putting Stogie on Front Street right now, bro.
Nah. But he was asking like a genuine question, like how you didn't update me, you didn't send me like the song or whatnot, you know? So I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know. So he's like, send me the song. So I sent him the song. I guess he must have listened to it, and he just didn't say anything after this. It's cool.
Yeah, because it's that God verse, dog. You gotta forgive.
Yeah.
Gotta forgive you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How can you say hell no?
How can you say hell no?
But also like Mokheto was saying, like that time where you were away, what were you up to? Besides like ignoring beefs and drama, what were you up to?
I was experimenting, you know. I was trying other things in life, businesses and stuff like that. And, you know, it's not easy, I'll tell you that. And as you know, we are independent. We've been independent. We pretty much do everything ourselves. We hands-on. So finding the time, you know, the hiatus wasn't like, yo, I sat down and I said, you know what, let's take a break. No, a lot was going on, bro. And when I make music, I actually want to be in there, you know what I mean? At this point, I think I'm experienced enough to get in there and write a verse or put a song together. But that's not what I'm looking for. I actually need to feel the song. I need to be like, you know what? I'm actually feeling this. Irrespective if you like it or somebody else doesn't like it, but I feel it. I'm happy. So that was, the hiatus came from that. So I was busy experimenting and exploring, you know, the opportunities that life gave me at that point.
I just want more. Come to you, Fif Laaa now. It's just one sample, the Young Guns sample. Young Guns. It's on. Yeah. Was that your vibe as well? Oh, how did you end up with that one?
Bro, to be honest, I didn't know the sample. I heard the beat.
Yeah.
And it just sounded right. It was one of those verses that were easy to do. You know, writing verses sometimes is not easy. You know, so that one just came about and I liked it right away. I found out about the sample afterwards.
No, man, it's a beautiful song. You should check it out. The video made me like the Range Rover.
The video?
Yeah.
What video?
The video to the original song, the Young Guns.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Fif Laaa, these days we see a lot of, when it comes to expansion for a lot of DJs, it's getting their own gigs. And I don't think it's something that you have done. Is it something that you're looking to do? Or
I'm about to do it.
Allah.
It's coming. It's been 2 years of me working on it. I've been scared. I've been going through all the motions. Like, should I do it? Should I not? And I found the perfect brand partner after 2 years.
Nice.
And like, I spoke to them and they were like, this is exciting. And I think I waited. Hey?
Is it edgy?
Is it edgy?
Alternative.
I mean, it's a really cool concept. I don't want to discuss it now. I really want, like, when I announced it, I already shot like all the promo assets for it. I'm just ready. I'm just waiting for them to release the budget. Then we're going.
Nice. 2 years of preparation.
So next year, it's happening. Beginning of next year, we're doing the first install. Like,
Give it up.
Oh my gosh, pause. Not pause.
2 years.
Fif Laaa.
Fif Laaa.
You guys are so annoying.
Did you hear how people talks? You know, I put it together, pitched it to brand. I shot the brand
That's
assets.
the advertising talk.
Come on, man. Funny enough, I thought when Mokheto was talking about like when DJs veer off into other things, they veer off into making music, which is something I was gonna ask in terms of.
That's not happening.
That's not happening.
No.
Alternative Fif Laaa.
You know why? Can I be honest with you? So firstly, I would want to make alternative hip hop if I were
Yeah.
to make music or like work with a producer to release music. But then I look at like, because now I'm on the label side and I look at the streams and like, yo, no guys, alternative is not performing well on the DSPs and it sucks. I don't even know what job needs to be done. Is it a matter of DSPs and the people that work for DSPs not pushing it enough? Because a lot of people listen to alternative, so it's weird when we don't see it translated to streams. Or do people prefer to consume it as a live element? So do they like it when they see it as a live show? So I'm also trying to dig deep into
you see
how is it consumed?
Alternative stuff on SoundCloud. man.
Yeah, alternative.
So that's my thing. So it's also like the right platform, right? So it's also a matter of
Maybe
I
show
would
off
much
audio, man.
rather, if I were to create music, then I'd also want to have a platform like Joe K, you know, and create it on Solection, and then it would extend itself through digital, and then there's different digital
But you
platforms.
do
And I'm
have the
working on
platform
something
now.
similar with Y, actually, in addition to my show, Y and I are working on something similar. So I am, hey, guys, I'm cooking. Don't worry.
You're cooking, babe.
But you know what? Nah, I would love to. So Naye Ayla, actually, shout out to Naye Ayla. Her
Okay, alternative kids.
her
Okay.
latest, shout out.
Okay, SoundCloud.
Okay.
Those that are clapping, y'all
SoundCloud
better
people.
stream.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Better stream.
That's the
Please
each
stream
Go crazy on
Naye Ayla.
SoundCloud.
Her latest EP almost changed my mind. I think it is changing my mind in terms of making music. Her latest EP is fire.
Just a quick question for Frank, you know. First and foremost, R.I.P. Ricky, man. You know. But I want to understand, dog, like when you first heard that whole thing, remix verse, and you heard that pivotal bar, what did you say? When you heard that, I don't want to be, and then, you know, they know the rest. What was your reaction, bro? You were just like, damn, what's going on?
Now it's like, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. You know, it's just like, I hope I know what he's doing. I don't know. I was excited to just get the verse.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man, it's hard. Like, you know, who am I? I don't know.
Still on the whole thing, man. I just want to say it was such a beautiful moment that validated. I think you and I at that time were big on Kappa. So yeah, so when you niggas came out, we're like, yeah,
We were actually mad at you because you made the price go way up.
yeah, because that shit was cheap at Woodmead,
Yeah.
and after the
Yeah.
video,
After
prices
that
went
video,
up.
After that, it was a wrap for us.
Yeah.
You know. Shout out for that still.
Shout out to the both of you guys, and we're gonna be taking questions now.
let's
Any questions?
see.
As per usual, erratic.
Erratic,
Erratic.
man.
Hip hop therapist, come on now.
This is for Frank. Just speaking on the Ricky thing. Also, one of your last tracks, "Forever," came out. That was one of my favorite songs. So I want to know, how many tracks did you and Ricky get in, and what was your relationship actually like? And are there any more unreleased joints in the tuck that we can expect?
There's some concepts, yes. There's a few. I just didn't want to be that guy, you know, like releasing, I respect, the situation for what it is, and I didn't want to be the guy to be, using, for whatever reasons, I said, let me do my thing, the time will come.
So I have like one question, but for both of you guys. I think the question is more on like, since Fila has worked in record labels and you have been very much independent, probably my question is around like, how does an independent artist navigate through the space? And also for Fila, how does an artist who wants to be in
Fila kola wa opela.
3 A's.
sorry, but like, how does an artist who's trying to come up through a record label or was within a record label navigate that space?
Must I answer first? Do you want to answer first? Okay, I'll get going. So, it's really difficult right now with where things stand, especially in the digital streaming era, for developing artists to sign to labels, because a lot of labels have like lost majority of their budgets. And a developing artist needs so much money because you need to plug them everywhere. You need to make sure that they're on every single radio station. Their songs are playing on heavy rotation, but they're also going to like interviews on radio and TV. You need there needs to be a dedicated person in the team to travel with this artist and like introduce him like nationwide. And back then when it was the physical sales era, it was easier because you could actually quantify the money that you were receiving from each CD sale, right? And how much was going to the distributors, being your musicers, your stores and whatever, how much was going to the label, how much was going to the artist. Whereas now with streaming, there's a bit of, I don't want to say how I really feel about the streaming era, but it's a whole lot of, everything happens in the dark with streams because
It's dark outside, tell us.
It's what?
It's dark outside.
So unfortunately, a lot of labels have had to cut back a lot, even on operational costs, meaning people lost their jobs, right? So now there's not even a lot of resources, human resources within the label to manage many developing artists like it was easy back in the day, right? So I'm for labels pushing artists, but it's only a few developing artists that make it out. Let's be honest. Like when you look at the stats, there's only a few. And it's a hard decision to make, but you know that they base it off can we sell this person? Like, and can we sell their image?
You gotta be special.
So you're the chosen one, basically.
No, just keep pushing. Someone out there is going to see your work and hear your music.
That size said it all.
My first advice would be, maybe don't go independent. It's hard. Very, very hard, right? But if you do, it all depends on how serious you take yourself. That's where it starts, you know. You don't wait for anyone or anything. You just keep going, keep pushing. You learn a lot, you know. You may miss out on other things, but by the time you catch it, you know a lot. No one can play you, no one. So.
Hey, who see my money? Orkan Gronkers call me, you see my money. Oh, you see my main. I need a Lambo, not a vote, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gronkers, won't give a phone, I mean. Strucard, give a phone, I mean. Little doubt on me. Showing boobies for cash, I swear to God, cold that a booby trap. Feel like Kenny, I'm a boogie man. Too clutch, I'm a busy man. Shorty's biting on their fingernails. Had to pay me.